What up, world? Thanks for tuning in to another wonderful episode of All In on Everything. You know, the place where you could be yourself. Ain't nothing off limits.
Nothing.
We're going to talk about faith, finance, parenthood, relationships, and a lot of real talk and laughs all in between. We're going to talk about how these people moving the goalposts. We're going to talk about them gladiator things. We're going to go in there. Don't even worry about it. We're going to explain. We're gonna talk about the importance of intelligence and education. You need both. Some people have one and not the other. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? We're gonna go all in and talk about everything. So with that being said, what's up, Low Key? How you doing? What's up, Mr. Oswald? How you doing? And we're about to go all in. The floor is open, man.
Man, I'm good, man. I'm blessed. Every day above ground is a great day, man. You know, shout out to everybody. Like, subscribe, comment. You know what I mean? We're going all in on everything, man. We just want to thank all our loyal subscribers that tune in to us every week, man. But I'm blessed, man. I'll never complain, man. All I would do is just try to reevaluate and strategize and work hard and strive, bro.
This nigga learning new words and shit.
Wow.
That nigga sound educated.
We're not doing that today. Big sound like I'm not the little one.
Thank you, Black.
Walaikum salam. The gigantic one.
The big one.
The skinny one.
Yeah. So, you know, we gonna get right into it. You know, I'm gonna pop mine like a Glock 9. Pop. You know. And set it off, man. Let's get busy with this one, man.
Let's do it, man.
So when we talk about moving the goalposts, I'm gonna tell you how this came about. We was just talking regular talk, you know how, man, you know, back in the day, man, you can be making 40,000 a year, and you was living all right. Mm-hmm. And that 40, that 60, man, if you had 60 back then you was balling. But then you say, well, yeah, a couple of years ago you had 60, you had a decent life, don't. And if you had 100,000, you was balling. But here we are today, modern time, present time, you got 100,000. And the bank calling. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't got no savings. Everything's stretched out. You can't even really, you know what I mean, flex how you want to flex, but you making 100,000 a year. So, of course y'all say inflation, but I think we need to come up with a new word in the vocabulary that's worse than inflation. And whatever that word is, that's where we at right now. So what's y'all take on that? Like when we was younger, I say, man, I make 60,000 a year, I'm gonna give me a house, have me a nice little boom, do this, give me a business. Man, 60,000, boy, man, you out there. You struggling, my nigga. 60,000, you struggling.
So just imagine the people that are not making 60,000. They really
I want y'all to comment on that.
It kind of reminds me of back in the day when your parents tell you, man, gas used to cost 10 cents a gallon. And
so
stuff.
we just getting old? Is that what you're saying?
I think it's just the times where the cost of living is going up. They're just raising the bar. Like I say, moving the goalposts, and they're slowly not bringing the people that's at the bottom where the goalpost is further away in terms of the wages, but it's still, you have to kind of find ways to educate yourself and where you can try to get ahead of that.
I seen a post that said the American dream is not attainable. It's like you gotta have 5 million or something.
But see, that's the American dream. See, folks get caught up. You just in America now.
No,
you can
all of the American dream is a white. What is it? A house. A wife,
white picket fence,
picket fence, a boy and a girl.
But the reason why it's called as American Dream is because you got to be asleep to even see it. You know, and you know, in my opinion, in order for this thing to run, you know, the game is definitely rigged. And in order for it to run, you got to have people at the bottom. You know, you have to.
Somebody got to bag the groceries at Kroger's.
Yeah, somebody got to make the chicken nuggets.
Yeah. So they're going to continuously move the goalposts. Yeah. You know, the goalposts will always be moved, you know.
But here's the thing. So let's say the goalposts being moved. But even back in the day, the person who was flipping the burgers, bagging the groceries, they still was able to afford their own apartment, have a decent vehicle, maybe not the nicest one, but a reliable vehicle, and still be able to go hang out, buy things. You know, now, man, it's like, shh.
Well, as the population increases, you need more people at the bottom.
Yeah.
You got to have more people at the bottom.
So it's like a servant thing. They about to have servants in a minute.
Already.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, already.
It's transitioning back to a servant society.
I mean, if the cost of everything is going up, why aren't the wages?
That's why I say they're moving the goalposts further, but they're not increasing the wages of the people that's at the bottom, so that the people can at least try to catch up or get closer to the goalpost. So, like I say, by the time we were saying 40,000, by the time you get to 40,000, the goalpost isn't 40,000,
right.
It's 60 or 80.
Right.
But if they would have increased your wages, then more people would have been able to get to that level while the goalpost was at 40.
Right.
Let me ask you this. So, think about this. Our grandparents, not even so many generations back, 2 generations back, most of them had 8, 9, 10 kids, bruh. And they weren't getting paid no money. But everybody had clothes, shoes, Now, the desire for all of this materialistic stuff wasn't as high back then. If you had a basketball, some jeans, and some Converse, he's straight for until them Converse wear out or he grow out the jeans. Now, dude gotta have 10 pair of jeans, to this, to that. So our mind, it's a lot. We gotta go in on this, man. Talk to me. Y'all know where I'm trying to get with that.
I mean, you definitely.
So they moving the goalposts, but are we moving the goalposts with them? Whereas we could stay in a certain way and be comfortable.
Well, they're controlling the people's minds. I mean, think about it psychologically. But think about it back in the day. Your grandparents knew how to fish. Some of them knew how to hunt.
Yeah.
So that's another way they staying ahead of us because they can go out and fish, and a fishing license in Georgia is only $15. And you can go and stack your freezer with fish for $15.
Nobody doing that no more.
It's a lot. I know a lot of people that's doing it, just like people that's out here hunting.
When I say young, I'm talking about you gotta be bred into that, and that's what you got. Right. That's what you like to do. But I'm talking about normal people. Boy, I ain't going out there fishing.
I mean, I wouldn't call them normal.
Scale them.
I wouldn't call them normal. That's a part of the psyops. They tricked us into believing that that's not where it is. We rather pay for $1,000 pair of jeans than stock your freezer full of meat for the whole year for $1,000. You can buy a quarter cow for $1,000, and you're good for the whole year. But you rather have some $1,000 jeans on your ass. So make that make sense.
Yeah, jeans, boy. Shit.
Man, I never buy a $1,000 pair of jeans. But yeah, moving the goalposts. Yeah, so we moving the goalposts at the same time, but at the same time, man, Apple used to cost what? I don't even know, but it's probably done triple, quadruple.
And it's not moving. I don't think we're moving the goalposts where you're moving backwards or you're standing in one spot.
No, you ain't standing in one spot, bro. I'm throwing the ball all the way down the field, trying to score a touchdown every
doing
play.
Those things,
and I still can't kick the field goal, bro. No. I'm just saying.
But I'm talking about some, like say, if you living out of your means and you're not in your lane, I'm talking about people that's in their lane. Yeah, they're moving the goalposts.
So that goes back to where you were saying, and I was like, nah. I was saying, live within your means. But real talk, nowadays, you gotta live below your means.
Live below your means.
You gotta live below your means.
I don't consider yourself poor and all that, but if you live below your means, then it's more of a habit of being ready for when things do hit the fan. You've already used to budgeting or not having to go out or not spending as much money. But if you're in that habit of doing it, and then when it's a time that comes where you can't do it, you're not, that's the...
So let me ask you this. So as a father and a provider, you single men, they have the luxury to saying, oh, I'm about to stack this. I'm about to stack this week. I'm gonna eat noodles and hot dogs and whatever in the fridge for this whole week. I ain't spending no money. Somebody who got kids in the house, boom, boom, boom all the time, it's certain. No, we want this, or we want this, so you can't really stack like that. You see what I'm saying? So you see the difference?
Well, you saying you can't stack due to a lack of discipline. You have to train yourself and train your children.
You can stack. No, you can still stack, but you spending out more. You understand what I'm saying?
But that's where you have to learn how to balance it.
And the things that you would sacrifice for yourself, you're not gonna sacrifice that for your kids. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a difference. So it's a whole different mind frame. Mm-hmm. Like, man, I eat me as a man. Put me on some. Yeah. Give me some butters. You know what I mean? Some oodles and noodles, a couple canned. Nigga, I go straight gutter to stack that thing up, man.
Yep, have done it.
But when you have a family and everything, you have to stay in a certain comfort zone. And what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying, how the goalpost been moved. That comfort zone is like, it's attainable, but man, they moving it, bro. Like, you can still do it, but you can't even do it how you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
I can't even explain it.
I mean, success leaves clues though, right? And so we have to think about how did the people navigate rough times back in the day? Because they sure enough navigated because we're here now.
Oh, they went through struggle and discipline.
And also was more self-reliant.
And it wasn't as many distractions, and you had
discipline.
You had more time and energy to focus on the problem.
They didn't have phones. Car insurance definitely wasn't as high.
Yeah, you couldn't
the cars wasn't as high. It's a whole bunch of things that it's not just one thing that just skyrocketed. Everything skyrocketed. So let's look at a child that's in high school right now.
Okay.
Let's say whatever they supposed to do, let's say they go to 4-year college, get out, get a good job. What's a good job? Coming out of college, let's say 60, 70,000. Let's say 60, 70,000 coming out of college, okay?
All right.
They got to get an apartment. They can't afford a house yet because number one, they don't have any work history. So they got to build up at least 2 years of work history unless they got a parent with good credit, and then they can roll with that. So if they do have a good parent, a parent with good credit and all that, the parent is already a parent like that is gonna say, look, you stay with me for a couple of years, stack your money up, and then you'll have enough to put the down payment on a conventional loan, and then boom, boom, boom. Okay, let's say they could do all of that. The average townhome or whatnot in a good, decent area is like 450,000, 400,000.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So here you have this young, aspiring person that's coming out into the world and wants to do it their best. They ain't messing up, they doing it. They still have that obstacle of, you know what I mean, attaining home ownership nowadays. So it seems like they're forcing you to go ahead. You're going to have to rent that. You got a nice job, 70,000, so you're going to be working in the city, so you want to be close. About what, 2,500 at the lowest end for a nice little apartment downtown, safe, gated. Yeah. You know what I mean? Little studio, not a one bedroom, my bad, a studio. Like, come look at my apartment. You walk in, you see the goddamn, you see the stove, refrigerator, and the couch in the same room, nigga.
You definitely got to control the things that you can control. We can't control the price of insurance, right? We can't control the price of gas.
Get more money,
right? Of course, you got to get more money, but then we also just have to control the things that we can. We can decide
consumerism,
what we're going to eat, what we're going to wear, you know. What kind of car we gonna have?
It's being smart with the money. You gotta get more money, but you gotta be smart with the money.
Most definitely. We have to go back to the basics. We gonna have to go back to the basics.
You gotta save more than you out there that are gonna tricking off. I ain't saying spend it because we gotta spend for bills. You know, reoccurring bills. I don't knock nobody for that, man. But if you out there creating bills and doing shit that you shouldn't be doing, like buying this big ass car and all that, and you ain't even working on no house, but it's 3 kids in a 2-bedroom apartment, nigga. That ain't that.
You know what I hate the most? Bro. All these dudes out here online talking about some. I can show you how to get a $50,000 credit line, $20,000 credit line, $5,000 on this one, $10,000 on this one. Okay, they get all them credit cards.
You can't show them how to pay them.
But you can't look. What they gonna do with all that credit? If they don't have no idea, no business that when they put this money in, they gonna get a quick return, or they have the money to pay it until they get a return. It's a fumble. It's a fumble. So you basically working for the credit card people. You feel me?
For the young guys, I would tell them to practice group economics while you're young, before you have children. You know, if it's 4 of y'all, 5 of y'all, go get one crib together.
Yes.
Forget what the girls talking about.
Yeah,
you gotta have your own crib. I don't like a dude who got my crib. You just won't like me because I'm gonna be banked up and I'm sharing a spot with my ox.
Yeah,
for real.
You know, and if you don't want to come over, baby, then I'll holler at you.
Yeah,
you're not for me. You don't see the big picture.
Bigger picture. In
Listen, that same person, that same woman that's telling you
mothers.
that, she over there on the air mattress.
Y'all ain't got no vision.
She over there on the air mattress in a studio apartment sharing leggings with a girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know, who wearing the stretchies tonight?
Ooh, can I wear these?
It's too early for me to go there. I don't want to go there.
Can I wear these?
Ooh, they don't even see the
Y'all trying
picture.
to fire me? I don't want to do this right now.
No, man, but it's just be mindful that the goalposts will never stop being moved, fellas. That's what you got to understand, that as we get to a certain point in as society and how it is, we're going to move it up. Just like phones are getting remade and
just got to get on the right side of the fence, player.
Yeah. And they say get more money, but like I said, when you get the money, I got money, but are you being smart with the money? Are you investing your money? Are you saving your money? Are you daggone making your money work for you? Or are you just sitting on the money and just spending and everything's just a debit and you just maybe get a little chunk here and all that, but are you preparing for the long haul?
And I'm going to say this too. You spend your time to attain money. You can get money back, but you can't get your time back.
No doubt.
Facts. Time is undefeated.
So when you attain this money, you should really think real hard before you so easily to give it up, because you spent your time that you're not gonna get back for this little money.
So what about the relationship goalpost and the employment goalpost that's constantly being moved? Like they waving this thing in front of you like a proverbial carrot, and they keeping you on the hamster wheel. You just on the hamster wheel spinning, you know.
They do that to a lot of people. They like you said, they throw a little piece of meat, dangle a little piece of meat in your face all day. Well, yeah, if you keep it up, I'm gonna give you this.
One day you gonna be on the fries.
If you keep it up. Like, nigga, I'm doing good now. Put me on now. For real, man. That's just the way. That's the way of keeping you mentally slaved, man.
Yeah, but I think you just got to have different avenues of income. Me personally, just different ways of you can make it where it's not just relying on one. Of course, we have that one bread and butter that kind of suffices what we need to do and all that, but still try to have other ways and hustling and all that. Because, like I tell people all the time, because they be like, man, you get, your wife, and she do. I'm like, she the Titanic, I'm the lifeboat. An analogy in terms of meaning that a lifeboat can go anywhere Titanic can go. Mm-hmm. It may get fucked up, may get tossed, may do this and that, but a Titanic can't go everywhere a lifeboat can go. It can't go down a little creek. It can't go down
about ships and shit. We gotta get you in the water.
We can't get that. It can't go down the river. It can't sit in no pond. Titanic can only be out there in the ocean. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's gonna hold it down, but I ain't gonna never let the Titanic sink, because I can go down this creek and this little pond or whatever to make moves and have other ways of income coming in. So I'm not always gonna just be reliant on that one. Try to be like, yeah, you keep it up and you can do it. No, I've kept it up and I've done it. I'm gonna know that you could always get rid of me.
And let me say this one thing. Let me say this one thing to all these hardworking men out here who they might not own their own business, but they wake up every morning and they go to work, right? A wise man once told me, when I was young, like, yeah, man, I'm trying to work for myself and da-da-da-da-da. Nigga said, you working for yourself right now. You feel me? You working. This yourself. You working and you getting a wage. So don't never look down on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, start from somewhere,
get your money, player. I'm telling you, go get your money.
You gotta start from somewhere too, especially if you want to get in the door.
Some money is better than no money all day.
All day, every day.
If you sit in the house and make $0, I would have went to McDonald's.
Hey,
Got
man.
me a
Yeah,
check.
put that pride to
man.
the side, bro.
My boy always tell me oatmeal is better than no meal. You know what I mean? I'm about to start trapping eggs though.
For sure, pussy better than no pussy.
I'm about. Oh shit. I'm about to start trapping eggs on the block though. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get me a carton and start busting them things down.
Hey,
You know what I mean? And start slanging them.
We about to put.
We're gonna be like the water boys.
We about to
Like
put
the
the
water
chicken
boy,
coop
but
in
with
the
the
back.
eggs. You know what I mean? I'm slanging them things. 3 for $5. Holla at your boy.
Hey, we about to put the chicken coop in the back.
Oh
I'm
my!
gonna be the new bird man.
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
Man.
But that's and when they moving the goalposts, you gotta have that intelligence and education, man.
The importance of education and intelligence. Our next topic. Let's explain that. I'm going straight to Mr. Ibrahim.
There you go.
No, I'm sorry.
What?
Mr. Aswad
You don't know what cover my name.
Ibrahim Jamil Falous. What's going on with the importance of I'm waiting to hear about this, man. Importance of intelligence and education. But what's that that old show Love and Marriage? You can't have one without the other.
That's right. That's right. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
I mean, it's crucial. It's definitely crucial because a lot of times you run into people who are educated. They went to school, they acquired the knowledge, but they don't use the knowledge, and that's where your intellect comes into play. Or in some cases, that's where it fails you because you're not using the knowledge. If you're being ruled by your emotion, it don't matter how much you studied in that book or how much you learned from that book. You're never gonna make the right decisions. You know, so in actuality, you're an educated fool. You know,
In words of old cat, ain't nothing like a smart dumb nigga.
Yeah, for real.
A smart dumb nigga.
But then on the flip side, you got some people who are highly intelligent, but they use their intelligence for the wrong things. So this person too is a fool. You need both. You need to acquire the knowledge and then apply the knowledge in order to be successful and navigate all the obstacles that's gonna come your way, as well as be able to outsmart the ones who consistently moving the goalposts.
It's a lot of intelligent people incarcerated right now,
No doubt about it.
and up under the ground because they made the wrong decisions.
And then using knowledge in the right way.
Didn't use the knowledge in the right way.
But
I
then-
agree 100%.
And my only rebuttal on that is we will consider maybe not using the knowledge in the right way because in terms of the values and the morals and the foundations that we was built on. But like you say, some people, you know, they weren't raised that way and all that. So they may feel like, yeah, I was doing the intelligence. I used it the right way because look where I'm at. Because like you say, being caught is the last thing on their mind and all that. Like I say, you don't know what backgrounds or what environment they came from. So using that and then living that lifestyle or whatever it is they're doing and all of that, enjoying it, yeah, they probably like, yeah, I did it and it worked out to my benefit. So you can't say that I used it the wrong way. But in terms of we go society-wise,
Right.
in terms of the laws of the land and all of that, yeah, you did it the dumb way.
Right.
You know, you already know there's always going to be a chance that you will get caught. And like I say, criminals in jail don't impress me. The ones that's out here that got away and never got caught are the ones that impress me. And I'll never tell or will never say nothing about that. But those are the ones that impress me. That's how it is. But, you know, I don't see nothing wrong with it, bro.
I mean, you got some of the highest degree people in the United States working for people with a high school education.
Yeah.
You know, because they like I said, they educated, but they don't have any intelligence.
Hey, common sense ain't common.
It never has been.
Never. And you can't, with your common sense may not be common for somebody else in a different part of the globe, society, or state. Just because we say we look both ways before crossing the street.
Y'all ever been around people? I know y'all have. Like I'm talking about high end people. And that's why I don't never be like, oh, look at Luke, man. Hey, I feel like I'm on the same level. I just ain't got the money yet.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But I've been around high level people and dumb as a doorknob, and you be like, man, God just bless who he want to bless because this nigga just fumbled on the check. This nigga is retarded. You see what I'm saying? But you can have a real smart, intelligent person and they don't never get to that level. Why? Because it's not meant for them. So everybody's path is their path, but to have the full spectrum of living, man, you gotta have the intelligence. Intelligence over. You can have intelligence and not education. I can't say that, cause you got at least got to learn how to fucking communicate and write and read, and you know what I mean, cause that's not intelligent.
I can tell you a little quick story in terms of this is back in maybe Jim Crow and all of that.
Damn,
my grandmother.
How old are you?
I was about to say this nigga here. What the fuck?
Back in the
No,
gym,
no, my grandmother in the medical field and all of that. Only black nurse that graduated.
Ass nigga.
They graduated. And it's funny because, like I said, I see her picture of her old graduation class when she was younger and all that, and she was like the only African American that made it. But long story short, you know, she grew up, I mean, she worked in Chicago and all that, and she wound up getting a job as one of the directors, but the person that hired her, she was so skilled and educated, she said, Mary, I'm going to give you this job, but the only thing you cannot tell these people when we go up here with all the big bosses that you don't have that degree. But she knew everything, and she just didn't get to the point. She said, you just don't tell. And they loved her and all that. She was running the ER in Chicago. So thing is, and she later got the degree and all that, but she was so good that they wanted her in here, and they never knew. But she was so, like you said, the only thing was missing was the money for you, what we about it. Only thing was missing with her was just the certification.
Right.
So look,
but she already had
before I forget,
high IQ, very high IQ.
Before I forget, I'm gonna tell you a quick thing I heard. Dude's last dying words or whatnot. What he had in there, one of the things he had in there was like, and thank you for such and such university for giving me a doctorate in such and such by mistake. I've lived a wonderful life off of this and da 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 da. That's intelligence. That's not education. You see what I'm saying? He didn't get none of the education, but he had that. He knew. Oh, these niggas done sent me a motherfucking doctorate diploma. Oh, they done fucked up. Hey, and this was a real true story type shit. This nigga wrote the shit like, you know what I mean? I'm confessing to the world, nigga. I done lived this beautiful life, nigga, but I was a freshman in that motherfucking school, and they sent me this diploma, nigga, and I was out. And I done lived a wonderful life. So that's intelligence to say, damn, nigga, I got the credentials to rock this. I can take this paper and go get a job here and do this. And education, he ain't had none. So you can rock out with intelligence. But having education only, I feel sorry for you. You might get hit running across the street.
I mean, intellect is so important that you know, in the book it says seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave.
Great.
That's how important intellect is.
If you ain't trying to learn nothing every day, what is you doing?
Well, no doubt.
I love it when I learn. I love it when I learn something new.
Something new. And you always say
you ain't know such and such. Nah, nigga, I ain't know. I do now.
You learn something new every day.
Bruh, I learned probably last year. Did you know how a motherfucker would look out the window if you in a rental car or you in somebody else's car, you about to get some gas. I used to look out there and this shit on the right or the left. Shout out to my nephew JT Money. He's like, yes, an arrow right there on the gas tank that tells you which side. I said, oh shit! Yeah. I never knew that, but it wasn't like I was, nigga, I know that shit. They don't need to know that. I was like, damn, they gotta learn something today.
Right.
I'm small.
So seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave. I don't care how small, how big, whatever, man. It might save your life.
Yeah, then sometimes you learn something about yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, of course you should know yourself, but you know, we've been through some things and I'm like, whoa, I've grown or I need to work on that.
Now hold on. Let me say this to all my crash out kids and bum niggas. I'm not saying education is not important. You need to learn how to write your name.
Fill out an application.
You need to know your social security number. You feel me?
Address.
You need to know how to write a paragraph. You know what I mean?
Do you know what a paragraph is? How many
indent, nigga. You feel me?
You can't be intelligent without some level of education. It's not possible.
Nah.
And just like you can't be educated without some level of intelligence.
Facts.
You know? But you gotta apply both of them. Yeah. You most definitely have to apply both of them. I mean, I don't know about y'all. I've ran into a lot of people who think they know everything based off of some degree that they got.
I'm gonna go even deeper. I done met females who are very educated, maybe doctrines, but they simple. They simple.
You know everything about nothing.
And you be like, oh man, you be like, bless your heart. How did you make it this far?
But
And God just be having a little shield around certain people. I swear to God, man.
It's by default though. It's really by design, because if you talk to most females who being honest with you, they tell you that they are emotional thinkers and they make decisions based off emotion.
I think this society.
But I don't think that's a good
this
thing.
society rewards.
No, it's not a good thing.
It's not a good
It's
thing.
not. It's
Hold on,
definitely
hold on.
not a good thing.
I just came up with something. I think this society rewards complacent people who follow, you know what I mean, who just go by what's supposed to. If you a thinker, got intellect and everything, it's gonna be rough because you going against the grain of what this thing is really for, man. Yeah, think about it. All the intellectual people that you've seen in the past who had great ideas, they was running away from the pack. They was totally opposite of what everybody was running this way, and they was running this way. And they look at this crazy dude. So I think this society is designed to keep you in line. This society is designed to keep you in line.
I mean, that's definitely how they keep it going.
Sheesh.
You know, that's definitely how they keep it going.
Hey man, don't hit me with the Matrix bug tonight. I was just playing. I don't know nothing about this shit, man.
I mean, what pill you gonna take? The red
No,
or the
but
blue one?
Yeah, the green pill. I'm taking the blue one.
You taking the blue pill?
That's the blue one. You get to see all the little pretty chicks running around town.
That's the one.
all day.
That's the one you want. You love the 52 fake out.
Man, let me go jump over cross Mount Everest or something, man. Ain't got time for all that. All that eating.
So you don't wanna-
ain't got
you don't
time
wanna
to
eat
eat no
the
slop.
oatmeal.
Yeah,
Ain't no meal out the
Want no
pipe.
slop.
Oatmeal beats no meal. But no, but back to what B was saying though.
That's not a good thing with them making decisions emotionally.
Yeah, go into that a little bit, B. Like, you know,
Sometimes one thing you gotta understand when there is a disagreement or something, if it's in a relationship,
Right.
whether it be intimate, baby mother, baby father, mother, father, relationship at work or whatever, you know, it's not good to make those decisions when you're at that peak of emotion.
right.
And a lot of women do it and they just
Men have emotions too. Y'all niggas be soft out here nowadays.
yeah, be soft and sometimes be too hard and not have a heart.
I done seen women tell a nigga stop bitching.
Yeah, but my thing is, you know,
And sometimes them niggas be bitching. I be like, yeah, stop bitching, my nigga. But yeah,
you can't make the decisions emotionally. You got to have a time to let yourself calm down. There's a saying that if when you're angry and you're standing, you should sit down. And if you're angry and you're still sitting, you should lay down. And if you're angry and you're laying down, you should make prayer. So that is the power
after
of.
you make prayer, and then you just need to go to sleep. Boy, it started.
So that is the power of how anger and being unemotional can affect decisions. And sometimes when you make that decision, and you may not even mean it, or you may have even regrets after it, but it's too late because the dominoes have already been pushed.
Yeah,
and
you
if
don't
that
even-
person isn't willing
Facts.
to do it and all of that, the dominoes are already starting, and it's a trickle effect when you're like, well, I really didn't. But if
too
you would have
late.
took a moment to step back, even if you got to be like, really, let's not discuss this right now. Give me a minute to calm down, get myself together, and let's reevaluate and come back. And the person got to respect that, because I will respect that. Where a person was like, I'm not feeling myself, or I'm just
Right,
too emotional right now, I can't think. I like that. Tell
Yeah.
me that now, so now you're just not making things off the brink and just off the go. You get a time to sit back and reflect, because I've done that where I've acted off emotion, and then when I got a chance to sit back when I'm by myself and just replay the whole thing in my head and just wondering if I would have just chilled or did this and all that, how would it happen? So if I didn't do it with my emotions in it, I probably would have had a better result or what I want. And that's what I'm saying for the women. If you don't make those decisions off emotion and just use your intellect with the education, you can probably get what you want or what you need done. But if, like I said, if you're trying to rouse the man up or trying to hurt somebody and you still at that emotional peak,
Right.
your vision is not clear. And then that's why I say that made that saying, when you're standing, you you angry, sit down. If you still lay down. If you make prayer, if the prayer can't calm that emotion down. I like, my man, go to sleep, man.
I mean, easier said than done when when dealing with a species that was created to be highly emotional. But the intelligence comes into play.
Ladies, I love y'all, baby. Shout out to my big girls.
Love your mother 3 times more than your father.
Share. I want to put the disclaimer out here that all of this is opinions, and whoever says it out of their mouth, that's their opinion. It's
Panda Bear.
It's not the opinions of others on this stage. So, with that being said, Mr. Kevin said, Mr. Aswai Faluz, go ahead, man. Continue.
Well, no, man.
Talking,
I'm
man.
just what I'm really trying to. The point I'm trying to drive home is that when you have a woman who is highly educated. If she knows to partner up with a man who uses logic and intellect to navigate the world, and she do her part and let him do his, you have a very strong nuclear family right there. You can go anywhere with that. Okay? But when you have someone who's looking down on their man because he doesn't have the degrees that you hold, then right there, that thing's not going to last.
So she's educated, but she's not smart enough to know that shit ain't gonna last if she don't let the man be the man.
You gotta let him be the man. I ain't, and I'm not saying. I'm saying a man, not a male.
Yeah.
Let's make sure we draw the line between the man and the male. And if you didn't go to gladiator school, you probably a male. You probably not a man.
Gladiator school.
A lot of folks ain't go through gladiator school.
I remember gladiators used to come on TV, man. Big old dudes, man. I used to want to be on that. I used to want to be on that.
Laser and turbo and.
Hey, I used to want to go on that obstacle course as a young dude, thinking I could beat them.
They had it on the Nintendo
they used to have the
game.
little shit you can hit them off. You had the little shit that's moving. You
jousting.
Yeah, shit. All that shit was dope, bro. And then they had the gun shit at the end. One of you had to dodge the gun and shit.
Yeah, that was a nice little show, boy. They milked that for a while, boy. They couldn't wait for gladiators to come on, boy.
That's before all the nigga had 100 channels nowadays.
Yeah,
man.
so you ain't had no choice.
We had 5 channels. And
2, 5, 11,
36, 69 came later, nigga. Yeah.
I got a comment from somebody on IG. She's so focused, said emotional intelligence. I guess she's saying you need to seek out a woman who has emotional intelligence.
Oh, that's a great point.
Emotional intelligence?
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes, like I say, you may have to make...
Damn, I need her on here. Emotional... Seek out a girl who has emotional intelligence. Let me dissect that, John.
Well, I think one, me personally, maybe have to... She probably went through, I won't say gladiator school, but has been through some things where there has been decisions where she's had to.
Yeah, you still need a man to logic. Put the logic into the emotional.
Yeah, because I'm saying every decision you're not gonna have to make.
That emotional intelligence still needs some logic to cover that motherfucker. Okay. I'm just saying. If you don't understand that, I don't understand your emotional intelligence. Yeah. But you need some logic to cover up that shit. Because if it ain't covered, it ain't gonna come out right still.
But that goes with the intelligence.
Maybe the emotional intelligence part is understanding that you are emotional and having the intellect to choose someone who is moving with logic. Yeah.
Because both is good unless it's coming up to decision making. Like you need emotion.
Oh, no doubt about it.
But when in certain sectors of your life, when it come to making smart decisions, you take the damn emotion and throw that shit in the trash.
You have to remove it.
You understand what I'm saying? You go straight logic, even if you don't love it. If it make more sense, that's what you got to do. And that's the difference between a man and a woman, because they be like, well, shit, man. Well, yeah, but I just feel. No, fuck that feel shit. You see it, A plus B equal motherfucking C. This is how we gonna rock with this shit. And I've been nice in the past, like, hey man, what you think about this? And try to give him an opinion, and then not just try to give it to him. Oh, I'm gonna go. I wanted to do it this way, but I'm gonna go by this. And by doing that a couple times, I realized, I said, all right. I'm just gonna ask him, but I gotta go.
You gotta bust your own move anyway.
I ain't gonna bust him and say, no, I ain't asking you no more. Cause your shit always fucked up.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
Nah, I'm like, I'm still gonna give her input.
So I already got the plan.
But yeah. But
Yeah,
I already done pushed the button. I'm just gonna let her feel like she pushing it with me, baby.
But that's why it was so important. That's why it was so important to remove
Good
the
game,
man.
man. Take that.
That's why it was important to remove the man from the household, because they know that women, being the emotional creatures that they are going to make
all the bad decisions.
a lot of emotional,
all of 'em.
a lot of decisions based off emotion over intellect, and ultimately that's going to keep them broke. You understand? That's going to keep you broke. If you I like them,
I wouldn't.
and
even
I'm about
say-
to buy them.
I wouldn't even say broke. Let's stay with broke, but not only broke monetarily, but broke in so many different.
So many different ways. Okay. Okay.
Man.
Yeah.
You'll be broke because you
Not
can
just broke, but
'cause
broke
she can
in.
have she
broke
can
in.
have money.
Yeah.
She can have money, man. You got women who got it all and are miserable.
Or miserable mothers. Where the daddy be like, nah, you ain't about to be over there with your mama.
Hey, like, comment, subscribe. I want to hear from a lot of
Women.
63, 50s, maybe even 70s. I go late 40s, but I want to hear from y'all women, successful women, who, I'm going to just keep it up 100, who have regrets and want to school the next class of women on maybe what you could have done different to better your situation. Not saying you ain't good, because I know you good, girl. You got everything you need. You can eat 5-star shit, go on your vacays, get a little boy toy to do whatever, and every man want me, but they don't want you. You know what I mean?
What they want?
Just a little cat,
A little yam.
a little long time,
little yam.
couple hours,
Pancake.
couple hours. That's all. You just good for a couple hours, maybe a back rub, couple, you know what I mean, stuff like that. But I need some older women who are sophisticated, intellectual. What we say? Emotionally intellectual. I need y'all to chime in, and I want y'all to give the game some of the things that y'all missed out on, and some of the things that y'all might have done right. I want to I want y'all to get a game to the young girls, because the sexy red stuff ain't working. This is not gonna work.
Man, I see a lot of stuff that's going on right now.
Yeah.
I see that the older women have made these young girls, Sexy Red, Glorilla,
Yeah.
they have made them their OGs. They're taking cues from these fools.
Ooh,
You know?
45 in a
You
club.
got 45-year-old chicks
Trying to
with
get a
with
BBL.
4 kids and 4 baby daddies
Trying to get-
talking about fuck my baby daddies. No, baby. With the guy we got in office right now, you gonna need your baby daddy, because he about to cut you off, boo. he about to cut your water off.
You're gonna have to You're gonna have to communicate then.
And let me say,
Don't just use them for a paycheck.
and
Let them see them kids.
Yeah, I bet you're going to open it up then in terms of that lines of communication.
Hold on,
you
they
see your
got to
daddy.
be a short. Don't just use them for a paycheck. Let them see them kids. Yeah, man,
Oh,
shit.
man. But I wanted to go to the gladiator school.
You ready to
man.
get there?
I'm ready to get there.
All right.
Only because, I'm took it on the arc. But we all good on that one. Gladiator school, like I say, we feel like we had a unique childhood, man. I wouldn't trade my childhood for that, even with all the problems, fights, and trips and potholes and everything. But I think we had a strong village and community in terms of a lot of people, and not just in our community, but in numerous communities.
Right.
Not just in Georgia, but we got communities all up and down the East Coast and in the South, all around. So we've been, I won't say battle tested, but we've been tested in terms of physical, mental, spiritual, and we've been through different camps. We've been to different road trips. We've been out there on our own. I don't know a lot of neighborhoods when dudes were 15, 16, 17, and we all going to one place to go out hustle, and no adults, no supervision, all that, because early on we had already had that discipline with our fathers and brothers and uncles and all of that, where they kind of showed us early on in terms of how to get through this maze and stuff.
Do you think being a gladiator, like, explain what you mean by being a gladiator? What's a gladiator?
For me, it's just
what did you go through to say gladiator school?
with me. I never had the terms of 2-parent home. For me, that was just the first step. But in terms of once I step out of that home and I visit other homes, that's why I looked at everybody else as different mothers and all of that, because they all taught me something. And the things that they taught me, even though I was going through the struggle, I saw the struggles that they were going through too. Because no family had it A1 and perfect where we were at. I don't care how looking out, everybody had their struggles and all that. But in terms of the struggles where, nah, nigga, I ain't about to daggone give you no ride. Get out there and go catch the bus. You know what I mean? Learn how to get out there. If I'm going to daggone make or get where I'm going to go, I got to go out there and do it. Nobody's dropping me off. There is no Uber. There is no taxi. There is Martyr. So I need to daggone plan my shit out and be responsible enough to daggone do it, because this is going to help me later on down the road as a man to be in terms of responsible, because who knows, I may not have a car. So I need to know how to navigate and do what I need to do.
Man, to me, gladiator school, I'm gonna get right into it. Gladiator school is early in the morning, it's cold in the mud, and the only way this mosque is being heated, y'all brothers go out here and get these logs and bring them in. So Imam Jamil, A-Trap Brown, shout out to my guy, I love you to death. You know what I mean?
All love.
May Allah give you Shifa. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, we throwing the logs in, man, warming up your hands, man. Hey, y'all want some heat? Go get the logs. I don't care how old you is. Get how many you can carry. You can carry one. Get your little weak ass out there. You carry one. You know what I mean? But the camaraderie and the brotherhood, man. You see dudes carrying 4-5. Even if you couldn't carry 4-5, you gonna try maybe drop 1 or 2 of them. You know what I mean? So it made you a stronger person. We didn't only have our fathers to show us what a man's supposed to be. We had numerous examples, and like he always implement, that tried to show us how to be a man at their best, you know what I mean, at their whatever they could show us.
Right.
Their capabilities. You know what I mean? Even if he was a oil man on the block, he ain't had nothing. He still showed you how to talk to the people, how to get to the money. You see what I'm saying? We had so many characters, and some of them had flaws. A lot of them had flaws, but they also had good characteristics as well.
Yeah.
And if you was a smart individual, you took what was portrayed as good, and you left the bad alone. Well, we had some who took what was bad and ran with that. So, you know what I mean? That's to me, the gladiator school, man. I only had one brother. He lived down here for a little bit, but growing up, man, I had 20 brothers, man, and what I dealt with them, they made me so tough. When I used to go to school, nigga, I don't care where I was, Red Oak, College Park, nigga, APS, Dean Rush with the Harris Homeboys. It was, nigga, who was y'all niggas, man? Like, nigga, I mess with big dogs, man. Y'all little boys, man.
Puppies around here.
Yeah, for real.
I got so many lessons from gladiator school. I would have to do it chapter by chapter in the book.
Bro.
Yeah.
And I'll share just a few. You know, one of the biggest ones for me was, and y'all gonna remember this he used to say it all the time. The strong man is not the one who is best at wrestling, but the one who is able to control his anger, who can control his temper. That's the strong man. You know, I've used that one so many times in life. It's unreal. Whether I'm dealing with a lame in the streets or whether I'm dealing with a lame in the sheets. You know what I'm saying? 2 different type of lanes, but they both lames. And both of them are trying to play you off the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know, another one of them big jewels. You say, man, a monkey can squeeze the trigger, but it take a thinking man to get away with it. You know what I mean? And I'm not advocating violence or nothing like that, but it's so many different lessons that I learned coming up in gladiator school. Like I said, from all the camps to learning how to hustle. You know, no matter what your hustle was, you saw men who got up and did it every single day.
To never quit.
They never quit. They got up and did it every single day. You
never
know?
complain, never quit. Keep going. All of that stuff that y'all see in me, man. Yeah, I got it, but I got it from somebody.
Yeah,
and
no
thank you to the people who I got it from.
They say the streets ain't for everybody. That's why they made sidewalks.
There you go. That's a good one, man.
Don't stand your ass out there in the streets, nigga, if you ain't there going ready to ride for them consequences and all of that.
Man. But, so a lot of y'all, you know, a lot of y'all YNs and lames, y'all call it the worst end, man. I call it the best end because I learned some of the best things I ever learned. You know what I mean? It made me who I am. So yeah, man, it's the best end. We changing that.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, man. Try to be on the right side of statistics, man. You know, I don't want to be the one that's locked up or the one that's in and out of jail. I want to be the man that's successful and not, you know, on the other side. I don't want to be that statistic, bro. That's what I try to tell everybody, man. Don't be the statistic.
Do you think we should try to bring back the gladiator schools? Because we got the knowledge within us.
Yes, the
right?
knowledge is
Yeah, we just need the youth. Hey, youth.
You need the youth, but it's still at the same time you
need the youth.
You need community.
You need community. You gotta have some strong women too, bro.
All right, so look, I want y'all to like,
comment,
subscribe,
all of that, share,
and hit my cash app.
Yeah,
hit my cash app. This shit ain't free.
Nah, it really isn't. Y'all see the quality. You know what I mean? We up close and personal, 4K, all in on everything.
But the thing is, my bad.
Go ahead, no.
On Gladiator School too, because a lot of people may not have been able to grow in a community like that. But sometimes you may have, if your family is strong and you got strong uncles, like say brothers and all of that.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
We grew up in our own unique way. But what I have learned and what a lot of y'all have learned through traveling and being around different people is real people everywhere. So real recognize real internationally. It's a gentleman code. It's an international gentleman code. And it's easy. Of course it's taught, but it gotta be in you as well. You understand what I'm saying? And it could not be in you, but if it's taught to you, then at least you will have some type of balance. And that's one thing that I could say that our gladiator school gave everybody, even if you a low life, nigga. We know low lives that still got certain respect about theyself, man.
Man, it's nowhere on this earth that I feel like I can't go and be all right.
Yeah, you gonna be you.
And I've been all over. I mean, out the country, all over the U.S.
Yeah.
It's nowhere, and this is really straight groom behavior.
So
from
let's tell.
school.
So now that we talking about gladiator school, because we about to close out in a second, but I still got it. We didn't touch on your self-awareness last time, so we talking about gladiator school, and you just said you be everywhere. So let's give us some pointers on self-awareness that you learned from gladiator school.
Number one, you got to keep that head on the swivel. You got to see something developing before it develops.
Number one, keep head on swivel.
That's number one. Number two, you got to speak to the people in the language they understand.
Speak the language of the people.
You got to speak the language of the people. So right now, everybody know nigga don't dance no more. All they do is this. All they do is this. So don't be coming out here dancing.
People don't fight no more. All they shoot.
So I mean, so listen. If we blowing whistles, man, mine gonna blow loudest every time.
Hey, and a cop told me, "What you got a gun for?" And one ain't in the head.
You feel me?
You better have that thing one in the head and don't have it on safety, because when it's time to go, it's time to go.
Man, all day. You know, watch the company you keep. You know what I mean? That's another one. You gotta watch the company.
And sometimes
you keep.
that could be like right up there after one.
Yeah, it can. Yeah,
that can be right up there after one, bro. Because that's what a lot of y'all niggas is doing. Y'all crash out niggas, bro. Y'all got all y'all niggas, and like I said, out of a group of 10 of y'all, maybe 2 or 3 of y'all.
What they say?
What
they say? I think we said this before. You hang around a perfume salesman, you're gonna smell like perfume. cologne, whatever y'all want to smell like.
Hang around the
they hang
dumpster.
around the locksmith, you're gonna smell like rusty keys. You know what I mean? So keep your circle. I ain't even say keep it small, but keep it detailed and keep it clean, man.
Man,
like you are what you eat. You are who you hang around. You are what you be around.
One of my good brothers in Islam told me that his mom told him, watch niggas that smiling all the time, cause life ain't that sweet. Life ain't that funny. It ain't that sweet. So if you're around a nigga that smile all the time, either he on the spectrum or he up to something. Either way, your ass don't need to be around him like that.
That's critical.
Yeah. So with that being said, we gonna keep Gladiator School. That we just introducing that. That's gonna be something that we gonna bring back here and there. Get y'all, what's going on with the Gladiator School. But it's always a pleasure being with y'all.
Can I give a shout out before we go?
You can definitely give a shout out, but it was a pleasure being with y'all. You see what I got on today? Shout out to them Lakers. Y'all make big moves. Brian, I can see you retiring at 45 now. Six man of the year award coming soon, maybe in 3-4 years. I know you humble. You got all the records and everything, so we're gonna keep rocking with you, man. I like that career that you're doing, and Luca. Get in the gym, man. Lose that weight and show them boys you ain't no lame, man. But I'm done. I'm out.
I want to give a shout out to the big OGs in them green coats,
green jackets
that be falling off in that greenhouse. All right, my original Gladiator.
Big Sound Lakem.
Big Sound Lakem, not the little one.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Like I say, shout out to everybody, loyal subscribers. Like, subscribe, comment, man. Every day is a great day, man. Don't look at what you don't got. Look at what you do got. Because there's some people that ain't got nothing.
Keep the positive over negative.
Always. And we'll check y'all out
You
next
ain't getting
episode.
better. You getting worse.
And
Keep climbing.
And if you woke up broke, shouldn't have went to sleep, nigga.
Damn.
Hey, and if you wake up, that's all you need to do, man. Just keep waking up. Keep moving forward.
Peace.
Like, subscribe, share. We out here, man. YouTube,
Instagram,
TikTok. Shout out to TikTok. They back. Trump got them in there, boy.
Yeah, it was a pretty penny.
Hey, man, y'all better not deport none of my chicks out there. None of my tias who making my gorditas. You understand what I'm saying, man? We need them in here, bro. We signing out. We out. All in on everything.